Did you know that money behaves like a well-trained animal and only obeys those who know how to call it with the proper vibration? When you discover how to direct it, it doesn't just come, but grows in surprising ways. There are invisible forces that determine how much money enters your life and how much moves away. And even working hard, you may sense something hindering this energy. In 1925, Florence Scovel Shinn, a pioneering expert of spiritual science, uncovered something revolutionary. Money doesn't answer to need but to authority. During the Great Depression, she taught everyday women to command their money, and many multiplied their income in the midst of the worst economic crisis in history. The first principle is a command of divine multiplication. Florence taught that money is a form of intelligent force that functions through specific laws. Money responds to the vibration of authority far more than to that of need. When you come to money as one who begs, you drive off it. When you engage with it as one who commands, you pull it. Money works like a well-trained soldier. If the commander hesitates, the soldier doesn't act, but when the order is precise and resolute, money responds. In New York, Florence taught her students to take greater authority. Each morning, facing the mirror, they will hold themselves erect, inhale profoundly, and announce, "Divine money, I command you to increase in my life now. You flow to me from all possible directions because I am a perfect channel of infinite abundance." The key was in the force beneath the command, which needed to sound like an irrevocable decree. Another crucial element is restoring the relationship with money. Florence said that money is feeling-based remembrance, and that our energy toward it creates imprints that establish whether it draws close or distances itself. If for years you've spoken of money through fear, resentment, or guilt, it's as if you've chased off an expected guest. Most people have been calling money with the voice of poverty and guilt. Before ordering your money, Florence taught making peace with it. In silence, her students would say, "Dear money, release me from having seen you as my enemy. Today I understand that you are divine energy desiring to flow itself through me. I revere you, respect you, and welcome you into my life." This exercise was intense spiritual rewiring that completely changed a person's vibration. Moving forward in this direction, Florence developed the spiritual surgery of poverty beliefs. Beliefs about money are like hidden foundations that establish how much your prosperity can grow. You can toil diligently, but if the roots are damaged, the tree will never produce abundant fruit. No one is born with scarcity beliefs. We receive them from family conversations and childhood stories. Phrases like "money is dirty" or "to earn money you must suffer" install themselves in the mind as internal laws. The process began with silence, where Florence asked them to examine, "What belief about money have I received and still carry?" Once identified, they would say, "This belief is not mine. I give it back." My mind grows clean and open to receive the divine truth about abundance. Then they would implant new beliefs such as, "I am an heir to infinite abundance," or "Money flows to me effortlessly." Beyond this, Florence taught the contrast between desiring and demanding. Desire is born from lack. It's looking at what you want while feeling it's far away. Demand emerges from the knowledge that something already comes to you through divine right. To desire is to say, "I don't have," generating more experiences of not having. To demand is to proclaim, "It's mine and I receive it now," awakening invisible forces. In this context, another principle is to originate instead of competing. Florence emphasized, "Never fight over money, create it." Competing suggests scarcity. Creating implies infinite abundance, knowing that you can produce new opportunities. When you compete, you focus on what others have. When you create, you align with the infinite source with distinctive fresh concepts. Each person has a particular talent for generating wealth that, when expressed, not only produces income, but enriches others. Similarly, Florence taught the decree of complete dominion. It was an act of total sovereignty over one's own financial kingdom. The decree was, By my divine authority as a child and creator of all abundance, I decree that my financial reality shifts now. I command that all invisible forces function to multiply my money perpetually. The key lies in recognizing that the power to transform is already within you, and upon declaring it, the universe responds to obey. Moreover, Florence taught the divine design of your abundance. The universe needs clear instructions. It was about specifying how much, how, when, and for what you would receive. Her students committed a daily moment to answer. How much money do I want? From what sources? How do I want to experience when receiving it? The more details, the easier for the universe to manifest. The design must be crafted from a consciousness of shared abundance. With this in mind, the last step is to sustain prosperous consciousness. Awakening abundance is the first part. Mastery lies in sustaining it. Maintaining requires constant focus. Maintaining an internal state that calls it. This state is made of gratitude, certainty, and openness to receive. A key principle was to open each day with anticipatory gratitude, not only for what you already have, but for the abundance coming. When you offer appreciation in advance, you give a universe a signal that you've already received. Another practice was to mentally bless all money seen circulating, stopping envy from polluting your vibration. It's worth noting that generous contributing was essential. It was about contributing to causes that expanded abundance in the world. Giving with joy was like planting in fertile ground. What you give comes back multiplied. The key element is to feel that you join the universal flow. What you hold back out of fear stagnates. What you give with love multiplies. Another key was to protect your mind, steering clear of environments loaded with scarcity, because your consciousness is the attractor of your experience. Florence closed with a powerful reminder. You are not a subject of economic circumstances. You are the creator of your financial reality. Money is your partner and friend. Now reaffirm your commitment by saying, I decree that my prosperity increases perpetually in perfect harmony. I give with joy, receive with gratitude, and maintain the infinite flow of my wealth. If these words resonated, write in the comments, I decree, to seal your commitment. Share this video with someone who needs to remember they are the creator of their reality. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell, because I will reveal more principles that can multiply your prosperity. Abundance doesn't come to those who hesitate, but to those who command.